So the first book that I would like to share in this video, which I'm going to read in 2026, is Discipline is Destiny, and no book is better than this one by Ryan Holiday, because when it comes to like reading and uploading like book review on channels, it takes discipline, and I do not have the discipline, frankly speaking, that I wanted to upload a lot of videos, although I have read a lot of books, English books this year, but when it came to uploading videos, like not uploading videos, uploading videos is the second step, but the first step is that you have to talk about the story. That's a very difficult thing, because whenever it comes to talking about a story, I don't know, my tongue gets paralyzed. I feel like I'm not able to do it, the fear. And I think I've been able to get rid of that fear, because I have read the first book of this 4-book series, which is Courage is Calling by the same author, Ryan Holiday. This is the second book, by the way, which is in the carnal virtue, like courage, discipline, justice, and wisdom. So I have this one, Discipline is Destiny, that I want to read, and I just want to be more disciplined. I want to know like what discipline is, although I know, it's not like I don't know at all, but I know, but I just want to read it every day to remind me some of the stuffs that actually can open my eyes, or can work as, what can I say, eye-opening things for me to just be able to stick to my plans, right? So that I'll be able to maintain discipline. So Discipline is the Destiny, that's the first book, and this is the book which I'm going to read in 2026. First book. The second book, book number 2, is again from the carnal virtue. All four virtues are there. So this is the virtue number 3, Justice, Right Thing Right Now by Ryan Holiday, and I'm gonna read it this time. And I will probably start this book in February. This one is for January. I'll try to do that, okay? So I just want to finish them as soon as possible, because these 4 virtues are very important in my life. Like, I just want to keep them intact. Like, because most of the time what happens, like, I feel like I'm losing my sanity. I just have to read them like every day, right? Okay, this is the second book that I'm going to read. All right, so this is the third book. You can see You Can Have It All by Gaur Gopal Das, the voice of wisdom for the modern world. And I want to read this book. Why? Because I have already read his 2 other books, Life's Amazing Secret and Energize Your Mind. And these books were amazing. I learned a lot of stuff from those 2 books. So this time I want to read this one, and there's a very brand new copy, by the way. It's a new book. I pre-ordered it. I got it, I think 2 days ago. Yeah, so excited. I want to read this one also. So the next book, you can see, it's a biography, and I want to read this biography, Barack Obama, Dreams from My Father. This year I want to read at least 2 biographies, and I have 2 biographies here. And the first one is this. You have to let me know whether you have read this book or not in the comment section. By the way, in the description you will get all the links of the books that I'm going to share in this video. Check that out. Okay, so this is the book that I'm going to read in 2026. Okay, so excited. Next biography is Open by Andre Agassi. This one I really wanted to read like long ago, but I could not, because reading is hard, and yes, it contains about, like, I don't know, roughly about 400 pages. I hope I can read this book in just 1 month. And I have heard a lot about this book, like how he struggled. He actually didn't want to play tennis, but he was forced by his father to play tennis. I know that much, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. I just have to read before I comment on this. Okay, so this is the book. It's an autobiography. This one is also, I think, probably autobiography. It is autobiography. This one is autobiography. Yeah. All right. Next one I want to read is Emotional Intelligence. This book number 6, I guess. Yes. And by Daniel Goleman. I want to know more about my emotion, and emotional intelligence is very important right now in my life, because I deal with a lot of people and their emotions. So if I do not understand my emotion better or well, then I cannot understand others' emotions. So yes, why it can matter more than IQ, intelligent quotient. Okay, so emotional intelligence is the book that I want to read. The font is so small. This book contains roughly 300 pages. I think I can read this book in just a month. All right, I don't know. Okay, the next book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Yes, I hope I have pronounced the author's name right. Forgive me if I've done a mistake. All right, so this is the book that I want to read, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, and I have heard a lot about this book, and when I bought the book, I read quite a few chapters. Creative accomplishment gives you true happiness. So that actually struck me really hard, and it resonated with me actually. I got happiness from different objects and different sources, but anytime like this time I'm making this video, if this video goes well, or if I'm able to make this video and then I edit it, upload it, and when I see my video is uploaded on YouTube, I feel so happy. So that is one of the accomplishments, which is creative accomplishment, and this happiness is lasting happiness, right? It lasts for a long time, or more lasting than when you buy something and get happiness, or when you get something then you feel happy. So I think this book is going to make my life better, I guess. Like, I'm going to fix my preconceived notions. I'm going to take care of my belief systems, or maybe I'm going to have more confidence in my life. So this is the book I'm gonna read. All right, so next book that you can see in my hand is Mindset, Changing the Way You Think to Feel Your Potential. I think I need this book very badly because, you know, I'm a trainer. I teach spoken English, so I think I have to learn about mindset. When you know, I teach my students, I sometimes fail to understand them. I think my mindset is not in inappropriate form, and that's why what happens sometimes I get distracted and I'm not able to teach them well. So I think this is the book which I'm holding right now. If I'm able to finish this book, I think I'm gonna get a lot of ideas, right? So this is the book that I'm going to read in 2026. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about book number 9, which is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Honestly, I am a huge fan of this book because when I read this book for the first time, it was probably like 3 years ago. When I read it for the first time, I could not understand a lot of things. Then I read it again. I am going to read it for the 4th times this time in 2026. Because one of the chapters which actually struck me hard, that is the I think habit number 7, sharpen your saw. What happens, like, let's say I'm a spoken English learner and I have been practicing English I have been speaking English for 17 years, and now I feel like, yeah, now I'm able to speak English, I'm fluent. Why should I practice regularly? What's the need, right? But after a certain point, I realized due to non-practice that my performance or my fluency is deteriorating. So then I realized the importance of practice. So from time to time, if I do not sharpen my saw, meaning that if I do not take care of my practice, I do not practice on a regular basis, then I gradually lose my fluency, my skill, right? So sharpening the saw, I think the habit number 7, that makes a lot of sense. That's why I want to reread this book, because what happens when you reread a book, you understand things differently when you are reading the book multiple times. So that's why I want to give this book another try in 2026. All right, book number 10, Deep Work by Cal Newport, Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. And I wanted to read this book a long time ago, but I could not find the opportunity. This time, in 2026, I'll definitely finish this book. This book contains roughly 300 pages. I think I'll be able to read this book. 2 reasons why I want to read this book. First, I want to work really deeply in this distracted world. Second is that I'm a huge fan of Cal Newport, because I follow him on YouTube, and he uploads useful videos for students and for people like me, because what happens, my problem is that I get easily distracted by those fancy notifications and videos that are available on mostly all platforms. Okay, so yeah, this is the book that I'm gonna read. All right, so now next 2 books, Psychology of Money and The Art of Spending Money. This is the new book, and the book which was the predecessor of this one, this is a successor. The predecessor is this, the Psychology of Money, and I want to read read this book because I want to learn the timeless lessons on wealth, greed, and happiness. By the way, I have read this book once. I want to give it a try twice. Second time in 2026, because I want to know those mindsets or psychology or facts that people have when they have money. So the psychology behind money, right? So I just want to know more deeply. That's why I want to read this book twice in 2026. Now this is the book. This is the book number 12, by the way, and I think I want to read this book every day. Right, The Art of Spending Money. I'm a spendthrift. I spend a lot of money every day, and sometimes I buy more books than I actually am able to read. So I just want to rein back my personal expenditure, book expenditure. So I want to rein back so badly. So I think that's why this book comes in picture. The Art of Spending Money, Simple Choices for a Richer Life. And yes, I want to read it every day, because author has said a lot of things in this book, and how I have understood, I want to tell you, because I have not read this book yet. So I want to tell you, I watched a podcast. The podcast I watched on Mel Robbins' podcast, and Morgan Housel was the guest, and he has shared a lot of things in that podcast. You must check it out. I'll tag the link in the video description. Please check that out, because when you listen to him, you understand that yes, you must read this book to be able to understand the concepts that we often forget when it comes to having full control upon our expenditure, because sometimes we think we need more and more money, but what we don't understand that our expenditure, the way our style of spending money is faulty. So for that reason, I want to read this book, okay, The Art of Spending Money. These are the 12 books, guys, I've shown you today in this video that I want to read. I want to know your list, so please let me know in the comment section the books that you want to read in 2026. I'll see you with another video. Till then, you take care, and thank you so much for watching this video. Happy reading. Bye.